No razzle dazzle. There's no razzle dazzle about this. It's off the cuff. It's real. Hey, what's up? My name is Zach Menden. It is Friday, April 6th, and I've been looking for a job for 96 days now. So I got a phone call from Blue Water Technologies today. I'm moving on in the interview process, so that's awesome. And I'm going to be meeting with the director of sales. Something I'm disappointed in myself though is I totally forgot to send a thank you email to the person that I spoke to first in an interview until after I was notified that I was moving on to the next portion of the interview process with Blue Water. So I just apologize for the lateness in the thanks and just mention kind of how crazy my week was finishing up the semester as I'm graduating soon. I got a lot of things to consider, like I don't even know what graduation I want to attend, or if I really even want to go to graduation in general, or if I want to go to both graduations, the college graduation and the university-wide graduation. Odd things I have to consider that I wouldn't think I have to consider. So I'll be having that next week on Tuesday at their headquarters. But the company I looked into today was Cardinal Health. Cardinal Health is a large healthcare company that specializes in the distribution of pharmaceutical and medical products. And the position I applied to was a territory manager consultant for the clinical Cordis division. Cordis manufactures and distributes medical products for the diagnostic or intervention of coronary and or peripheral disease. So stuff to kind of help with heart disease and other related things to heart disease. These products are going to be specifically more for the arteries, I want to say, focusing on the vascular system itself, the veins. At least that's what I understand from reading the job description. My healthcare pharmaceutical background comes pretty in handy as I understand the stuff to a certain degree. No expert by any means, but I'm not reading it with a blank stare on my face. Alright, and today I had the opportunity to kind of help facilitate and go along a sales field trip that was hosted by the Edward Smith School of Professional Sales. Now what that kind of entailed was we just visited 3 local companies, kind of got to see a day in the life of being a sales rep at each of those companies, and they kind of gave us a company overview, what they did and what they specialized in. Very informative, not as boring as it sounds, honestly. But why I'm bringing this up is that there was a Q&A panel at one of the companies when the sales rep actually told a story about how he actually got a degree in environmental engineering and was working as an engineer at the EPA or some government agency. He didn't enjoy it, and what he did was he applied to become a customer service representative at a Fortune 500 company because he wasn't really enjoying what he was doing as an engineer at this company, and applied to a, I'm going to assume, a much lower wage position to get in with a, a very reputable company to have, just get his foot in the door so he can move on up later. And he said he moved on up into his sales role about a year and a half later. That's really promising for me. It kind of makes me reconsider some things as I've looked into companies and I haven't had luck getting into those companies. Depending on how a few things play out for me, I'm going to consider that route. But I just want to say, if you got this company that you really like what they're about, what they do, just consider the role that you normally wouldn't consider, the one that gets overlooked for the one that you're really vying for, because there's a lot of competitiveness. Sometimes you don't have the exact experience, and a lot of time this game is kind of who you know and how you've networked. That's a lot of the game nowadays, unfortunately. But yeah, this is really all I have this Friday, and this has been day 96.